This week we're going to draw an interior space, basically inside a room. I start with an X and I draw a vanishing point in the middle. Now that is basically an empty room with blank white walls, blank white ceiling. I make a rectangle to form the back wall, and everything is going to slant towards that vanishing point. That's going to guide pretty much everything in my drawing. I'm going to make guidelines from the vanishing point, and I'm going to design inside of my room like a skate park. So I'm going to make like a half pipe and a ramp and stuff like that. Of course, you can design your room however you want. I'm just making mine as a skate park because as a child of the 90s, I thought they were cool, and because it gives me an opportunity to demonstrate drawing a variety of different forms. Now with most things, I'm going to start off with sort of the simple lines. A flat surface is going to have sort of horizontal lines and the other lines angle towards the vanishing point. For my staircase, I'm going to make essentially that zigzag line. For ramp, it's just a diagonal. And most lines are going to be either vertical, horizontal, or angled towards the vanishing point. So you can see I'm drawing a series of guidelines for each stair, and then horizontal and vertical lines to sort of close out the form on the other end. After I've drawn a form, of course, I'm going to erase the guidelines that I don't need anymore as I polish up my drawing and try to sort of revise and get it more accurate. I feel like linear perspective is a lot of a process of revisions over and over. I start off with sort of loose, sketchy lines and a lot of guidelines that need to be erased even if you draw everything perfectly correctly. Windows on the back wall are just a rectangle. Windows on the side wall have vertical lines, and then the tops and the bottoms angle towards the vanishing point. Basically, I think of it as windows and doors are a smaller version of the wall that they're sitting on. So the left and right side are vertical, and then the top and bottom are horizontal on the back wall, or they are going to be angled towards the vanishing point on the left and right walls. At this point, I'm just outlining everything in Sharpie so that it's hopefully easier for you to see where all the different lines are angled. And again, I really want to emphasize lines are generally going to be either horizontal, vertical, or angled towards the vanishing point. I use the term guidelines. Guidelines will guide my drawing to get smaller and smaller as it goes off into space. The guidelines are always angled towards the vanishing point, and connecting lines, lines that connect to guidelines, are always going to be parallel to each other, or generally will be parallel to each other. If I want something like a carpet on the floor, it's just a smaller version of the floor. The top and the bottom line are horizontal. The horizontal lines make something look flat. And then the left and the right side are just angled towards the vanishing point. So that's the quick version of my drawing. Of course, I want to see what you're going to do. Don't forget to color your work. For this video, I was focusing just on the drawing techniques for perspective inside of a room. I want you to draw whatever type of room you would like to draw, and then I want you to make it a complete drawing. I want to see all the elements, including color, in there. Now, just to make sure that everyone can see where the different lines are angled, I'm going to go over the vanishing point in red, and then I'm going to trace over all the lines that angle towards the vanishing point in red. Please do not do that on your work. It will make your drawing look ugly. It will be a distracting element, but I want you to be able to see all the different lines that are angled towards the vanishing point. So every line that I'm tracing over in red is angled towards the vanishing point.